Here we are here again to share one or two tips. All right, one or two tips how we can help ourselves. Yes, is it cold on your at your end? It's very, very cold here. I don't know. My hands are freezing. I had to put on the heater. That is the beauty of spring. Sometimes it's cold, some days it's hot, some days, Lord, it's like a yo-yo. Not too cold, but raining. It's even better. If it's raining, it calms the cold down. But here, it's dry but cold. All my hands are so cold. As I'm sitting here, I have to cover myself with blankets. When people say they want to travel to diaspora, they want to travel to Oyinbo. Oyinbo is good though, but let me tell you, we are going through a lot. So, Rice, you are welcome. I'm going to be talking, I'm going to be talking about how to manage our debt effectively. Number one. Number two is I want to touch on something quickly. And I know it's not related to finance, but let me tell you, we need to talk about this thing. Hello, Mama PJ Akins. You are welcome, ma. It's good to talk about these things, right? We cannot ignore it. When you see things like that, it's speaking to every one of us, not just the person that is involved or has that um, unfortunate life. There is this story of a young girl, 31. You may have seen it all over the social media. And, she had a boyfriend. She's an American, Black American, right? And she has a white American, and they travel to Africa. You see, that is how, greetings, ma, you are welcome. That is why they give African, as if it's a something, the places that you cannot go. And it's not so. Africa is safe. Africa is good. But it depends also on wherever you are in Africa or where you travel to, right? So this person, please power tap now. About power tap. About power tap. About tap. And tapo. Yes. And share the live stream, please. So this couple went travel to Africa. I'm not going to mention the parts of Africa if you are aware of this story. So on getting there, she wanted to celebrate a birthday with a fiance. When they got there, the man proposed to her, and she was delighted. You are on it, okay? And she was delighted, she was happy. Few days thereafter, she yamutu. Hey, hey, are we going to say that marrying the other color, apart from your color, the white, is it an offense? Is it an offense? It's not only them. The thing I want to bring out of this is that a lot of people are cuckoo on the head. My dear, open your eyes, spiritually find out. Search and find out about anybody, your child, even you yourself, that are getting married to. Some people will say, oh, Africans are not good. African men are not good. They are the worst. They are this. And they are rushing to marry these white people. Look at what this white person did to finish and end this girl's life. Just like that. Only God knows exactly what happened. Only God knows. And I know that the truth shall surely come out one day. But hey, she lost her life over love. My dear, go and ask, even if na African man you want to marry, even na Jamaica, even na white, abeg go and find out spiritually if he's the right person for you to marry. We have seen in Nigeria a lawyer and educated person that even buy a husband over what? Over jealousy. A lot is going on. Oh. That will never be a portion. I just wanted to start with that, because it was emotional for me as a parent, as a mother, to see. And I'm thinking, I still have grandchildren to get who will be getting married. So should I advise them not to marry this particular person or people? No. But hey, it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. But at least let us be careful, especially to a man that has been married before. This married, they said, is married, and all his children, they were four, and they were under four. All his children were under four, the age of four, and he just not quite long divorced from the mother of his children or his wife. That is a red flag. Someone that just came out of a relationship and start dating you. For how long? How long did you date for to know him? How long? I beg, spiritually, physically, emotionally, find out. And also, I also understood that he was into creep. I don't want to mention the full name, creep, and he lost money. So obviously, mentally, is not stable. That is by the way, my dear. I just wanted to, say it, because not all the time we want to talk about money, money. We want to talk about life as well. We want to explain and share experiences and learn from all these mistakes. All these young girls, they say, oh, imbo for where? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the main topic for today. The main topic for today is how to manage our debt effectively. And it's not difficult. If you want to go into business or you are into business, some business, go bankrupt in no time. Why? Because they don't know how to manage their debt. Am I saying that debt is not good? Of course not. If you're in a business, you need loan, you need extra hand, you need help to build your business. For example, if you're starting a business with $1,000, let's use dollars for the sake of majority that no dollars, all right? And then you are into clothing. How much clothing will that 1,000 start you with? I'm not saying that it will not, start you with anything, but you need more money to establish yourself. Hi, Elliot, right? So if you have someone, maybe your family or your sisters or bank or some cooperative that can lend you extra money, at least if you start with one bill, it will go a long way than starting with just 100 pieces. 100 pieces in no time you sell. And once that's sold, what next? You buy again. But when you start with one bill, at least in that bill, you can get like 300 pieces, 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces, and so forth, right? And that will take time. By the time you finish selling that, you're already pre-ordering. Are you getting me? But in some cases, some people get into debt. Hi, TJ, how are you, darling? I just tried to connect. I thought, okay, you are off. No wonder you're able to join me. You are on holiday or half time. I remember now. Excuse me. It's very cold here. Don't mind me. And so, you know, in no time, some people end up in borrowing money, even for the fact that they are in a 9 to 5 job, because the money, the wages they have is not enough. And that is why I want to bring this and cheap how you can start a business. Okay, I know that. I noticed because I have children that I paid their school fees in Nigeria. So they told me they're on after. Clap for me now. At least I'm helping. Small, small, I they do my bits, right? So when you have a lump sum of debt, right? I'm going to address this to the people in diaspora. In Nigeria, I know there are people, companies that can help you, like cooperatives. When you are saving maybe 10,000 every week or every month, they can borrow you another 10% or 20%, depending on how much you put in the pocket, and then they will lend you the money, right? But here, a lot of many people, they have debt upon debt. How did I come about this topic? Yesterday, I was in a on live with my mentor, one of my mentor. I'm not going to tell you what he does. I was on live with him, and someone asked, can I start this business with this amount? And he said, though I have some debt, and how will I be able to avoid? Remember, in this country, if you owe in, it will affect your credit score. It will affect your name. It will affect anything that you want to do. So to be on the safe side, it's better to manage your debt, consolidate it into one. If you have more than one debt, maybe two or three, right? So you consolidate those debts into one pocket. Once you have it in one pocket, in other words, I don't mean one pocket in your own pocket, but in the company's pocket, that they are going to, they are the consolidator. You put all this, your debt, maybe 1,000 here, 3,000 there, 500 here, 10,000 here. You put them together into one pocket. In other words, all those money will be paid by this consolidator, but you must have an agreement with them. In other words, that agreement is that they will be taking, instead of you paying four different debtors, you will be paying one company that debt. Okay, I've told you different, maybe you, let's say, for the sake of numbers, just say 10,000 pounds. You are owing 10,000 pounds. But it's not from one company, it's from different companies that you are owing, right? So when they put that 10,000 in their own pockets, on their neck, they will be paying the company. So you will agree, okay, maybe you are supposed to be paying 200 or 300 pounds every month. Now, they will ask you, how much can you afford, so that it doesn't affect you? And they will ask, if you are owing any other company, maybe your rent, maybe your bills, if you are owing, they want to know why. And you must put everything honestly on the paper, so that they will be able to calculate how much left for you to spend. And they will also take into consideration your feeding, your children, if you have children, how to take care of them for the whole year, so for the whole month, so that it doesn't affect you physically and psychologically. Are you getting me? So once they put that into place, they will now say, okay, out of, maybe you are left with 1,000 every month. That 1,000 pounds now, or dollars, right? They will be taking like $300. So you are left with $700. And so it gives you that leverage not to, be stressed about debt. I'm talking about how you can pay off your debt effectively without stress. Because let me tell you, a lot of people stress over debt. They have this to pay, they have car loan to pay, they have mortgage to pay, they have that to pay. Payment, say, hey, now wow, this country, especially people in diaspora, you see people living in diaspora, you think they are all, put together. Let me tell you, the thing that they are going through is not a joke. Oh. Mm. All this thing that I'm trying to use. Clap for me now. Clap for me now. At least I'm trying. I promise myself to be coming out every day. See me. I think I've missed twice since January. So that is 30, maybe 90 days. Ha! It's not a joke, I'm telling you, because you have to sit down to think what you want to talk about. I'm even going to do a video. I told you I did a digital marketing course in 12 weeks. And I've introduced quite a few people to it to go and join. Let me tell you, if you want to be big in life, if you want to be better in life, there are other ways too, but digital marketing is the way forward to help you build your capital so quickly. you go into China importation, you go into digital marketing or digital products, either physical or service. That is the way forward. And you need to do what? To promote yourself like there is no tomorrow. If you don't promote yourself, nobody will know you. Nobody knows you because you don't show. Nobody knows you. If you are in a community, and let me tell you, that will even take you higher. If you are in a community, you are not participating, nobody will know you. I'm not saying you should jump into anything at all without the knowledge. You need the knowledge. When you have the knowledge, you can then start, crawling. From crawling, you start walking. From walking, you can now start running. That is how business is built. Business cannot be built on overnight success. It's not possible. It's not possible. But you can build yourself, from ground up, and then develop yourself. And you get there. By the time you spend maybe 1 year, 2 years, my dear, you are more than enough. You forget about your problems that you've been facing for the past 3 years. People are mocking you and all of that. You forget. Okay? So, as I've said, it depends on your location as well. If you're in Nigeria, there are systems that can help you, to pay that loan, right? But I am talking about those that lives in diaspora, especially in the UK. I don't know any other part of the world system in diaspora. I don't know. I'm only talking about, sharing my own experience and what I know about how you can get out of debt. Debt is not, let me tell you, it's good though. There are good debts. If you are in business, you need debt to grow your business. If you are saying, "Oh, I don't want to go and take a loan," my dear, your business will not grow. Your business will not grow. So you need debts. If you say I'm a debtor, I am a debtor because I have to grow my business, right? If the bank doesn't lend me, where will I go? And there are some other companies, they can give you grants, and also they can loan you in case your credit score is not good. There are some companies that you can go. Even if you want to get a mortgage, there are some companies that will still lend you, but it depends on the criteria. It depends how bad your credit score is. And then, once you forfeit it, first time, second time, they take your home from you. So you don't want to jeopardize and, be in more trouble and be in debt, and you end up being depressed. Okay. So, as I was saying, when you consolidate all these debts in one place, they will be managing that debt for you. But you must not for once miss it, because it's an agreement. You have to sign an agreement. If I miss the payment once or twice or that, they will revoke it. They will revoke that opportunity being given to you. They will stop it. And then you go back to square one. And that will be worst. That will be very worse. Thank you so much for the love. God bless you. That will be what? That will be worse. And you don't want to be swimming in all this every time problem, anxiety, all of that. You don't want to. And why, as I've told you, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I was online with my mentor yesterday, one of my mentors yesterday, and someone asked, because he's owing and he wanted to start that business. I'm not going to mention the business to you. He wanted to start that business. He has the money, but he was avoiding to pay the people that is owing. And all these things go on your credit score. What do I mean by credit score? In this country, if you are not paying your bills every time, your name will go to some creditors. Those creditors are holding you ransom. So, in other words, if bank wants to lend you money, they will go and check. There are some companies, I'm not going to mention their names, right? There are some companies that are in charge of this business, this part, they are doing this business, right? So, if your name shows up in one 2, 3. Oh my dear, you are in soup. Oh. You are in soup. Why? Because it doesn't give them the assurance that whatever they lend you, they will be able to get it back. In years back, when I used to work in the courts, business owners, hey, they will go and declare bankruptcy. Especially these Indian people, they will go and declare bankruptcy. Oh, they don't have the money to pay back. It is in millions. So when the Bank of England now realized that these people is so rampant. This was around, I think, in the 80s and 90s. It was so common. You will come, they will come and file. Oh, they bankrupt. And the Bank of England has to change. They have to change the system. No, 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 no. How many bankruptcy are we going to pay? When they bankrupt, it's the government that will pay the money back. So it's making holes in the government pocket. So they decided to change the laws and the rules regarding bankruptcy. If you are bankrupt for the next 10 years, you cannot open it. But human being, they are so wise to the extent that they will create 100 names in different companies. They are still the same thing. They are the same people. They are the same people. When they realize that the government has changed the system, they start registering different names under the same company, right? The same business, but with different name. With different name. I can be Patel, I can be Patel Sim, I can be Patel Jewel, I can be Patel Inka, I can be Patel Susan, the same Patel. So you don't know which one is which. So they are tweaking and twisting the name so that they can continue cheating the government. This India, they have cheated the government so much to the extent that they know the laws every nook and corner. They put their people every corner in every company in this country. My dear, you will find one or two India in that company so that they are monitoring how things are works in this country. That is why you see them at the top in this country. Even in banks and all of that, they are there. In supermarkets, you see them there. Pate, they are there. Right? So for you not to forfeit and to like not have the opportunity of borrowing money, right? You must consolidate all your money, all your debts in one place. And let me tell you, debt is good. There are bad debts, there are good debts. Good debt is what I mentioned, that if you want to expand your company, if you want to enlarge your company or your business, you need the bank to loan you. And or some private companies as well, that they can lend you the money. They will get the interest. Like the man I shared yesterday, the man when the man, loan you maybe 600 pounds or 1,000 pounds every week, maybe Friday, because normally people get paid on Friday or fortnightly or monthly. So it depends on when you get paid, and you have to sign. It's legal, right? So it will be coming at your doorstep at a particular time to come and take the money. Once you pay 10 pounds today, it will sign. You too, you will sign. So it's reducing. But the other debt to help you blow or grow your business, it will be in agreement. As long as you don't have a bad credit score. Once you have a bad credit score, it's going to affect you. And let me tell you, why am I sharing this? Because business is good. Yeah, this money, my dear, the other business that I always talk about, right? It's a service, it's a product rather. One of us, she's my coach and she's been in the business for 4 years. This woman received 300 envelopes, checks. 300 she has not even opened them. She was away for 2 weeks. She went on a cruise. She started this business 4 years ago, and she said, God, I thank you. If I had not taken the opportunity to start this business 4 years ago, where will I be? Before she went on holiday, she made $222,000. Before she went on that 2 weeks holiday, she posted it on her page. So she went away for 2 weeks with her family. How will she be able to afford to go on holiday? And, and the money is coming in. And that is why I put that quote out there. Make money while you sleep. Run a business that you don't have to physically be in charge. You don't have to be present. If you have a shop, obviously you have to be there. You have to be there to run that shop. But this online business, you don't have to be. It's something you can monitor how much you sell, how much you have not sold online. And very soon I'll be sharing how you can start your AMZON Amas, eBay business, TikTok business, even anything that you want to sell online. I will be sharing it with you. I'm building the ground so that you people know me, you understand me, you trust me before I start pushing what I want to sell to your face. I don't you cannot sell things to people that don't know you. People that knows me or that have known me for 2 years, they are on this platform. So at least they have one iota of trust in me. Even if they don't trust me 100%, they know me. They've seen me several times. They've heard me talk. And they can vouch and say, oh no, when mommy says something, she meant it. And that is, oh, George is asking me what he says. Sorry about that, because I have other platform that I'm facing. Like I have, a phone in front of me. So on this side and on this other side, I have two phones. So George asked me, what is a bad credit score number? George, I will not be able to tell you for facts this is the number, right? Because it's legal. I'm not an accountant. I'm just, curious, someone that knows about or curious to know about how, we can earn money or through our business and all of that. And being in this country for some time, I have been through a bad credit score myself. I have had bad credit score. Why? Because I think from 150 or so, it's okay. 150 below, it means your credit score is not good. Even when you apply for anything online, they have to go through your credit score to see whether you are eligible for that thing you want to buy on credit. For example, I want to maybe probably change my fridge freezer and I don't have enough money to put down and buy that freezer, at once. So I can go through credit score, go through instrumental, they will give me the fridge freezer, but they will be taking money out of my account every month or every week, depending on the agreement, right? And it also depends on how much you earn, and particularly your credit score. If you have a bad credit score, it doesn't speak well of you. It means that you are a bad customer. It means you cannot pay that money. The reason why they're selling on credit to you is because they know that they can get their money back. And you have to, declare how much you are earning. And they will also check before they give you confirmation. It doesn't have to be online alone. Even if you walk into a store and you want to buy anything, you can buy anything up to £100,000 as long as there is a guarantee they will get their money back. So that is what bad credit is all about. I'm not a creditor, so I will not be able to tell you that this is the amount, but I know from experience, if your score is less than 150, then it means you have not 150 is about average or so, right? So I think maybe it's 280 the total cycle. I'm not sure, because it's been a while that I've checked. I don't have any reason to be checking if I have a bad credit or not, because I have to fix it to be able to have that, that freedom to be able to help myself. So that is why I engage myself in running a business. You see, when you run a business, at least out of that business, you will have to pay yourself maybe £1,000 every month, maybe £500 coming in extra. If you have a 9 to 5, it can be done. But if you are doing it fully, my dear, I said it on Sunday. On Monday, we normally have a meeting in one of my company, right, business, right? Well, it's my business and a company as well. So that Monday, the same business that I said this woman was celebrating a wins with 300 envelopes. And I'm sure that 300 envelopes, if she opens it and bank it, nothing less than $100,000. It will not be nothing less than $100,000. I can bet you for that. If not more. Before she traveled, she banked $222,000. She banked it. It's not a church or church. It's not just a word that someone wants to put out there. It's truth. It's fact. She posted everything online. Fact. And she was showing and sharing and thanking God that, Lord, thank you. Had it been she didn't make that decision 4 years ago, would she be able to be proud? She has bought 3 properties under 2 years in America. Cash outright. She built a home in Africa. She bought a new car for herself. Cash outright. So this business is paying a lot of people. I wanted to teach how to pay your debt effectively, stress-free, by now bringing you how you can make that happen for yourself by starting this online business. Start this online business. There is money in it. I don't like to be mentioning money, money, money all the time. But if you put in the work, obviously. So you want to tell me that, if you go away for 2 weeks and you come back, go and check the post I put out this morning. You can get paid while you are sleeping. How are people getting paid while they are asleep? It's because they have a system working for them. They have something already they created. They created that system, that structure. Can you afford to go away on 2 weeks holiday and not come back and go back to work? Can you do that for 3 months? If, for example, paraventure, you lost your job today, can you guarantee yourself that in the next 6 months, my family are secured? I am self-sufficient. In diaspora, we all know how things are. We all know how things work. We all know that to make ends meet, you have to work your ass out. We all know. But there are ways that people are doing it now that we, relieve relieve you from stressing yourself. And in particular, I want you to consider your family. I want you to put and prioritize your family, your children in particular. Your children in particular. How long do you spend time with them? How long? When do they see you? I shared day before yesterday. When we finished that meeting, I didn't finish meeting until about 3 a.m. Right? The coach that came to share a story with us, she started the business 2 years ago, right? And when she started, she was a full nurse, working 16 hours a day. And she got tired. When she got tired, she saw someone like me talking about this same business. And because she was curious how to earn extra income, she said she did not even she did not consider the second chance. She knew she was ready. And then she connected and she started. Today, this woman, she said she paid all her debt. She cleared all the debt that she was owing, over $64,000. She first cleared it in the first year she started. And then she quit a job. That nurse, that nursing. She's a qualified nurse. She quit a job and focused. Why? Because she has knowledge about the business. She has mastered it, and now she focused on it, spending hours and time with a family. When the children are on holiday, herself and her husband and children, they go on holidays. She was sharing the wins to encourage people, like maybe some of us that need encouragement, that don't give up. Start as you are starting. Don't say, oh, today I start, tomorrow I'm rich. No. When you put in the effort, when you're working, when you decide that, I have no other choice than this, then, my dear, it will work for you. It will work for you. It will work for you. And in no time, you will start reaping that seed that you planted. In no time, you start, having freedom, taking care of yourself seamlessly without no arguments of, my husband has not given us money for food, though. What about you, madam? If your husband doesn't have the money, don't you have a way to cover? That's why the Bible says you are the helpmeet. To meet his own challenges where he's lacking. Help meet. FS Digital, thank you for joining. You are welcome today. Thank you for joining. You started joining, connecting from yesterday. God bless you, sir. Right? That is why God says women are the helpmates. When your God doesn't have any money for food, my dear, step up. Step up and do it. Don't go and start telling neighbors or your family, he has not given us money for food. Oh, it's shame on you if you do that. I'm a woman. I'm a single parent. I did it by the grace of God, all by myself. Even when their father was alive, I've never run one day to run to him and say, oh, Oga, no food for the children. Oh, hey, help me. Oh. No, because I had to tie my loin and say, yes, this is it. This is reality. This is my life now. This is my cross. I have to carry it. And thanks to God that I am a woman that I never give up in anything. Today, I'm smiling. Today, I'm happy. I have enough time on my hand. My children are grown. My grandchildren are there. My great-grandchildren, they are growing. Right? So if I did not make a decision and say, Lord, I have no helper but you, and I depend on myself, I wouldn't be here today. I will not be here today talking to you. Because I never give up. That is the reason why you are looking at me. You are seeing me talking about business. How many businesses have I tried in this country that failed? I wasted money. There was one time I wasted well over 100,000 pounds. I didn't die. I started all over again. I started all over again. I didn't die. Did it shock me? Yes. It affected me because it's money that I have, worked for. I work for. I will do 100 hours a week. 100 hours a week with my children alone. So if I can go through what I went through and able to survive it, the reason is because I had determination. I made up my mind that I will never give up no matter what it takes. If this person can make it, I will also make it. That is why how I always see myself growing. Was it easy? I'm not going to lie to you that it was easy, but there were understandings between myself and my children, letting them know what we are going through. I've said it before and I will say it now. There was one time I pawned my jewelry. I am I'm a jewelry seller. I sell jewelry, clothes, shoes, and bag, Italian, and all of that, right? There was one time that I needed to pay my rent. They were my mortgage. They wanted to take the house from us. I'm the only one working. My children were young. One of my children, my youngest that time, and she's still the youngest today. Glory be to God. She's a mother already. You can imagine if reverse back, right? If you go back and say, oh, this is a flashback, how many years ago? And she told me, Mom, I understand that you are trying. Please forget about this. I needed to go and pay the money back to the loan sharmers. They call them loan shank, right? I wanted to go and pay back to collect my jewelry back. The jewelry that I said I gave them, how much did they lend me? Maybe it was 4,000 pounds. And that jewelry was over 30,000 pounds. The worth of it. Not all of my gold, part of them. But I couldn't find that 4,000 pounds to go and pay back to collect 30,000. I lost that 30,000 pounds of jewelry up till today. What kept me going was the word that my daughter said, Mommy, you are trying. Please let go. When there is life, there is hope. My own baby, this girl was about around 8 years or 9 years that time. You can imagine, she's a mother now. You can imagine. She's over 30. You can imagine. So I had to let go and said, okay, I listened to her. If she didn't give me that word, I could have been stressed. I may not be here today to be enjoying the fruit of my labor. Why am I saying this? I'm talking about how to, make sure that you are debt free. How to pay your debt effectively by starting an extra income. Start a new business. Have a side hustle. That time, I didn't have anything than to go to Italy, buy this and sell and send to Nigeria. I have 2 shops in Nigeria. The shop that I have in Nigeria, the family that I put in charge, they chop everything. Ikeja under bridge, that building is still there till today, till tomorrow. That is where I have 2 shops. One upstairs, one downstairs. I was selling laces at the upstairs and shoes and bag downstairs because I couldn't find 2 shops close to each other. So I had to, they're the same word. If you go to Ikeja under bridge today, by that junction, it's painted orange, burgundy color. Anytime I go to Ikeja, what do you call it? Where do they sell all these things in Ikeja? I will always look at the shop and say, hey, this shop is still there. That is how I pack it up. I went into other businesses that flopped because I did not understand how to run a business. But today, I learned through my mistake. I learned from other people's mistake. And I was able to decide and say, listen, Ope, you will going to do it. You're going to make it. Am I doing it? Am I making it? Yes. If the business is not profitable, I will not be louding it here. I will not be coming out every day and be sharing. But if we don't also take cautions how to control our debt, it will affect the business. It will affect the business. So learn how to, close all your debts. When you are debt free, it doesn't mean that you will not have any debt. I've told you the good debt is having a mortgage. is very, very good. Because if you can't pay, they will sell that property, get their money and give you your change. But you wouldn't want to do that because you bought that property for investments and it's good. Go into farming is good. Go into property, go into stock is good. I don't want to be mentioned because of TikTok. It's very, very sensitive, right? Learn extra income by doing digital marketing business. When you buy that, when you start that, you can leverage on other businesses. You can leverage on other businesses. Hey, you have life. There is hope. Start it. I know a lady that, oh, Emily, baby, you're welcome. I'm still live. I'm still going. How are you? Thank you for joining again. You are welcome, my love. Thank you for coming back again and again. And let me clap for my friend Emily. She said, I missed your life. I'm still here. I'll be rounding up because I promised myself I don't want to stay too long because I have other things to catch up with. Yes, you heard me right. I have 2 meetings tonight. Yesterday I had one. Monday I had one. No, two on Monday. Concurrently. Today, concurrent meeting. My dear, if I can do it, you can do it. I know one day you will make up your mind and say, what's this woman talking? Let me give it a try. My dear, if you give it a try, you never regret it. Even if you don't refund me money, that prayer alone goes a long way for me. I love you. Thank you, sister. Mr. FS Digital, thank you. If I don't tell you my story, you will think I have it easy. I didn't have it easy. But the thing with me that obìnrin bí ọkùnrin àbí ọkùnrin bí obìnrin ni mí, that is what they tell us in Nigeria. When the father of my children left us, I said, hey, Lord, with one income, how many children? If I tell you how many children I have, you'll be laughing and say, it's not true. Yes. I had to say to myself, now, this is my cross. This is a new beginning for me. This is another chapter. There, if you cannot sit down and face reality, my dear, mo ti ń làágùn torí mi ò ṣí window yẹn lénìí torí òtútù yẹn mú gan. I'm feeling the heat now because the way I'm talking, right? I said, this is reality. Ọpẹ́ ta ló fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbẹ́rù ẹ? Ta ló fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbẹ́rù ẹ? In this diaspora, who is going to carry your load for you? Nobody. Although I had help with the government, that time they were helping me pay part of my rent. They were paying part of my mortgage rather because mo ti tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀. And I taught my children to learn how to work from young. As the youngest one that time was 5 years. 5, 7, and 8. They were, if you live in diaspora, you know what I'm talking about. In those days, right? My children will get up early in the morning as early as 6:30. 7, they must go to a newspaper agent. They will go and collect newspaper and be dropping into old elderly people's home. People that cannot come out to buy newspaper. That time, newspaper is, it's still very common. Yes, my love, thank you. Right? So they will go, and at the end of the day, the man will pay them £5 every week. Monday to Friday, they will go and do it before they go to school. Kí làwọn ọmọ mi ò ṣetán ó lè níwọ̀n ọjà. Èmi náà ò dẹ̀ jalè, mi dẹ̀ dọ́kọ́. Mi dẹ̀ ṣe ṣìnà, mi ṣe ránù. But I taught my children the way that they must be independent. That is why my children, they are very, very independent. Without me, even my grandchildren, today, without me, without their parents, they can do anything. Every time they will say, oh, grandma, you are helping us. Who am I helping? I'm not giving you money. But because they see me as an encourager, they see me as a motivator. Are you motivating your children? Can they trust you? Can they trust you? You will give up easily. You start following women, men, because you no money. My dear, tie your loin. Tie your loin and stand up as a man, even if you are married. Even if you are married, have your own business. Be independent. Ah, kò sẹ́ni tó lè gba independence mi lọ́wọ́ mi. I always tell my partner, you cannot stop me. Torí ẹni tí mo bímọ fún gan kò stop me. How much more you? You cannot stop me in whatever I want to do. I want to get up and go. Don't tell me what to do. We can deliberate, we can agree, but don't tell me, sit down there. For what? Sit down without no money. How will I feed myself? I have children. I have grandchildren. Ọ̀la ń ṣe birthday àbúrò mi. Mo ti ń sọ, báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ gbé àbúrò mi jáde fún birthday? If I don't have the money, how will I just decide, oh, tomorrow I'm going to treat my sister to a birthday? Because I'm treat èmi náà. If I don't have that business, can you have extra income? Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ lọ ná £100, £200 in restaurant and say, oh, let us just go and lavish this. I'll be thinking, £100 yẹn, mo mama san bíìlì mi. Owó bus pass mi ò tí pé. Hey, jeez. You see the difference, my dear, in having freedom, starting with something extra. Má dúró. Don't focus on one income. It's not enough. Not anymore. Not in this age. Not in this day and age. One income, no matter where you are all over the world. Let me shock you before I round up. I was reading an article this morning about oil, right? And the war that is going on. Do you know Saudi Arabia, Russia, and some other, they are making $30 million a day per barrel of epo, on epo. Well, but me confess show ni, because I don't know what this TikTok we do. I wrote it somewhere. $30 million a day because of what you think they're this that position. this this my followers, they are very funny. Albert says, hold that position, I'm almost done. Lórí burúkú lẹlòmíì ṣá. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tá à ń sọ. I'm talking about how you can better your life. You are saying, hold that position, you are coming. It's good to laugh, right? It's good. It's very good. So don't mind me when I'm when I deviate. Don't mind me. It's some people that are very, very, very funny. A child. We are talking about how you can help yourself. You are talking about something different. Hmm? Okay, I understand you. May the Lord help you. Okay, when you are done, you carry yourself go. Okay? Distractor. You know? So, ti Jésù àbò wa gbà mí báyìí. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, they will just be messing around social media because they are idle. You know, anyone that is idle, they don't have anything to think. We are talking about how you can better your life. You are curious, what kind of business do you do, ma? Are you in Nigeria or where are you in the part of the world? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I can share with you. Right? So let me know where you are, where you are streaming from. Let me know. All right. So oh my God, I don't want it to distract me. Anyhow, as I was UK, good for you. Connect with me. Send me a message, please. Send me a message and I will share with you. I will share with you. And if only you are serious, by this time next year, you too, you will be telling, even before then, you will be telling people, you know, how profitable this business is. It's not a lie. It's glaring. Kò ń ṣe nǹkan téèyàn ń gbé pamọ́ now. And if I don't share it, my dear, what will I gain? What will I gain if I don't share it? This time around, we don't need to be hiding. I don't want them to know. I don't want, I've started this business for some time. I don't used to come out and say, 2 years ago, if Tijesu can remember, I was, louding and say, hey, I'm going to share this thing with you. I'm going to share this thing with you. Until I made up my mind and said, yes, let me come out and let people know. There is no way to be hiding it. When you get pregnant, right? Nobody knows. First month, second month, the third month, fifth month, can you cover it? No, it's impossible. So it's so open. You too, when you start enjoying it, you will, tell other people to come and eat. I call it a global cake. I call it a global cake. One of our coaches, they are couple, right? Ọkùnrin ni wọ́n. They earn 2 million each every year. $2 million lọ́dọọdún. Ìkọ̀ọ̀kan nú àwọn méjèèjì. $2 million every year. Ìwọ náà tiẹ̀ cut maybe 100,000 a year. Ìwọ náà tiẹ̀ try maybe 50,000 a year. Would that not make a difference in your life, in your living? Tell me now. What maybe you are on 13K a year, or you are 24K a year, and you are earning extra 30K in a month. Let's say, give and take, 5K a month. What will you do with 5K a month? Taking your glasses, Mrs. Alikeli. What will 5K? Okay, give and take $1,000 a month. What will it do in your life? Will it make it better or will it make it worse? Tell me now. Answer the question. Will that 1K, okay, $500 a month extra, would that not help you? Gradually, you build yourself. You start earning 1K, 5K, 10K, 50K, 30K. Do you think people are not making it? Ẹ jókòó síbẹ̀, sit down there. Sit down there. As I dey say woto since morning, whether you like, you do, whether you don't like, nobody will force you. Nobody can force you. No, I will not force you. And that is why I don't say to people, come and join me. No, I will tell you experience. I will share stories for you to understand exactly what I'm talking about. I started with a story of a lady that was in Tanzania that went on holiday. Unfortunately, yeah, I said spiritually, if your child or son, your daughter is getting married with anybody, please make sure you find out spiritually their background, whether they have cuckoo in the head. I'm in the UK too, I can resonate with everything. I will love to. Okay, Sister Elizabeth, please send me a message. Send me a message, and I will give you a WhatsApp number, and then we can talk. Okay? And FS Digital Web, please send me a message on Messenger. Then I will give you a number to contact me, and then we can talk about it. Please make it make sense for you, not for me. For me and my family, we will serve the Lord continually because God has been so faithful with me. I'm not saying that when I started, I had everything. I didn't have anything. Although I have my income, but it wasn't enough because me, I'm someone that I don't like to wait until one money finish and finish. Or to start begging. Please borrow me now. Borrow. The shame. Borrow me now. When the Bible says you are the lender, you are not a borrower. A borrower is a vagabond. It's not me that wrote it now. Go and read your Bible. A borrower is a vagabond. Ọmọ àlè ni. So we are the head and not the tail. Why can't we walk it and be at the head and not be the tail? Because the more you start, scratching the crumb on the table. But what is that? You're already at the bottom. God forbid. Help yourself. Heaven help those who help themselves. That is why heaven can open on you. If you don't try, heaven will be closed. No matter how you pray, it will not even go up to the ceiling. It will be stagnant. Abẹ́ rò pé God tó ń sọ fún ẹ pé call upon me or ask. He doesn't know or understand what he's saying. It's because we don't understand what the Bible is saying to us. You cannot call upon him when you don't have anything. You think he will just give an idle person something? No. Even if you don't have, you must have been trying, 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 trying. And he sees that, this person is trying effortlessly. Let me bless them. Like the boy I shared about whom God used for him yesterday. It was ordinary guy that, cleans the window. Those boys in Nigeria, they go on the streets cleaning window. They tell you, you give them maybe 500 naira or 1,000 or something like that. Depends on the good person they meet. And he found favor. If he had been stealing, I don't think, he will find that favor. That someone now took him out, shave him, clean him up, bought clothes for him, bought him shoes, gave him money to start his business. But not everybody will have that opportunity, right? I cannot go and do it because it's not for me. But hey, I love good things. I need to enjoy myself. I love traveling. I enjoy traveling. I love to help to be free. I love to be free. Don't come and dictate to me. Kò sóúnjẹ ńlé. Jẹ́ a lọ bá Yarisika and go and God forbid, when you have your hands and your legs and your brain to think. Your brain. My daughter said deep word. You know me now. Tijesu has been following me for how many years? How many years? She knows me. If I'm lazy, I will not be coming out. Before, I used to do 3 days a week. I will come. She knows me. I will come on Wednesday to talk about finance. Saturday, I will come to talk about health. Sunday, I talk about Bible study. Me, I don't play with my Sunday. On Sunday, my children know me. Don't come and visit me on Sunday. I don't have that time. Because it's myself and my God is the one that will open the window of Monday for me. So I must give him that time. It's not that I don't serve him every day, but that Sunday is a deliberate day for me and him. Nobody can come in. If my partner cannot even come between, he knows. When we started, he didn't understand. I say, Ọ̀gá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa ṣàánú mi jọ́ Sunday yẹn. Tẹ́yìn ò bá ti ní Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ ń sìn, èmi ní Ọlọ́run tí mò ń sìn, tí mò ń pè tó ń jẹ. So I must dedicate that time for him. I must dedicate that whole Sunday for him. Monday to Saturday, no problem. But that Sunday, hey, I know the God that I'm serving, that I'm calling, that is never. Nobody sees me and say, this is your age. There was a guy that was following me when I mentioned my age. He said, I thought you are this. That time he stopped following me because he has been eyeing me. He's been sending messages. That is why I mentioned my age, so that he will back off. And many of them like that on social media. They will send messages. I love you. Immediately you said it, I block you, because that is not why I am on social media. I am on social media on a business mission. My business is on a mission to transform people's life. If you are ready to join, your life will be transformed. By this time next year, I can bet it. If you put in the work and effort, my dear, you will be laughing to the bank. You will be doing what? You'll be laughing to the bank. Sorry. You'll be laughing to the bank. And God's willing, God will give us good health. That is why we are doing this. You'll be able to eat whatever you feel like eating. You will not be saying, ọbẹ̀ ti tán, kí la tún fẹ́ ṣe? Ṣé ká ta mi sọ́bẹ̀? Ayé wa ò ní dìbẹ́ o, lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àní ta mi sọ́bẹ̀ because nítorí a fẹ́ jẹun, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. Àní rí àyípadà sí burúkú. And for that not to happen, my dear, you have to make a way for yourself. You have to make it happen for yourself. On this note, I'm going to close down today, and I shall see you again next time. And I hope that you also can help yourself. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you, but I know it's doable, it's achievable, it's prosperous, it's fruitful. You too, you'll be counting. Chin, chin, chin. And you can take your children anywhere, any part. By 10. Myself and my children, sometimes we are 20 when we are traveling, and my grandchildren and others. 20 of us. How are we able to pay for that? If you don't work, how will you be able to pay first class, business class? How would you be able to do that? You will go and enter Okodogo, where everybody will be saying, move now, you are too big, you are too fat, move. Ẹ máa gbóhùn ìso oríṣiríṣi, ẹ máa gbóhùn smell oríṣiríṣi. God forbid. Not anymore. I used to travel by economy. I used to nìyẹn. Not anymore. To God be the glory, and for the fact that I, Opeoluwa, decided and said, yes, I deserve better. And you too, you deserve better. So on this note, I wish you all the best, and I shall see you again. Thank you, everyone that has participated today. Either you heard me for 1 second, 1 minute. I believe that God wants to transform and help you and your family. Let your name be written and say, if not because of this person, my dear, let your name be noted in the book of life, that God will remember forever, that you wipe tears of someone's off because you want them to be better in life. When you do it, it's not for me, it's for you and your family. I'm enjoying. Nobody forced me. I made up my mind that I will never give up. And I saw the opportunity and I grabbed it. Bye for now. It's been a lovely time. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. See you soon. And I shall see you again next time. And we talk more on whatever topic God has placed on my heart to share with us, and we learn and take action. Bye-bye. Tala. Bye, Sheyinbo. Tala.